Okay, so the first thing I want to do, I want to add a delay between when the last player dies and when the game over screen appears. So to do that, instead of right here where I would show one of the game over fields, screens, depending on if the player has any lives left, do one of the two. I could cut that and then send it to a coroutine. So let's do that. This is the lose condition. So a coroutine is a private I enumerator, delay game over message. Basically that, except because it's a coroutine, we need to have a return. Oh. Return new, not yield. Wait for seconds. If we just wait for 3. Is it yield return? Oh, yeah, this is needs to avoid. Okay. So now, after 3 seconds, it'll show one of these messages. If I go to where I cut that out, here, and say start coroutine, delay, game over message. Okay, let's give it a shot. All right, I will send my players to their doom. Should it be longer? Maybe just a second longer to provide that extra beat. Cool. All right. Did someone say extra meat? I didn't hear extra meat. I didn't say extra meat. So 3, 2, 1, mission failed. All right. Is this the credit one? Yeah. So I did start on this here. Kind of ways to go. It gets kind of tedious, boring, like having to design every letter. How you doing, Meg? Mission failed. Correct. Oh. Which is fine. Every letter is handcrafted. High quality fonts made right here in America. Trying to make the slime animated. Okay. I imagine animating a slime would be slightly easy. Like you could just do like a squish and pull. Yeah, that should not be bad. You know, kind of like they shrink, of course, as they scale upwards. I'll leave that like maybe this. Let's get in here a little bit closer. Okay, go inwards like that. That's not gonna look like a bite. That might look more like a bite. I kind of need to be careful with what I do here. I will leave the S's alone, I think. Well, maybe do a... Yeah, that's fine. Did you make this the slime yesterday? Did I miss that? Kind of like an acid effect. Oh no, should I do that more often? Crackly letters. Yeah, okay. I might have to dig in a little bit further with each letter. I don't know how far I'm allowed to go. I've got to keep an eye on how far I actually go. Strawberry. Strawberry juice. So a strawberry cocktail. Punch. Strawberry punch. Maybe I should go dot dot like that. Excuse me. That seems pretty high up. Let's tone that down just a bit. Yeah. I do also enjoy cranberry juice. Pineapple is kind of like a new favorite of mine. Okay, so here, really here, is where it would come down the most. And give it another one that's just a slightly longest. Not a big fan of pineapple. It's all right. Your sister loves pineapple. She's got good taste. So what do you plan on working on today during your, during your stream? I almost deleted everything. Oh, I forgot to shine the sheen. Spider or a good looking intro for a trailer? I have some ideas for a trailer, but I'm still a little bit away for that. Although I do need to start thinking about Steam capsules and stuff like that. Because that will be not this week, but next week when I'm off is when I plan on creating the store page. And then hyping up the game, ramping up some marketing techniques, giving them a shot to see if I can achieve wish lists from marketing campaigns. I already have an idea for a Steam capsule. I could even be doing that right now too. So let's go think the next one should be longer. Oh, let's go here. Like that. And then that. I don't know. Like, how do pages without a capsule even look when you're doing a search? Let's find out. Can I do that from here? Do like Steam powered. Let's bring this over. What's your game called? No, you're not Tears of the Kingdom or Maker. Creator. You're Torrens Greed. Oh, you have a little thing. It's not a bad look. I will say though that I would strongly recommend that you, Setzer, how you doing? Change your logo to make the font match the game, like the mood of the game, the world of the game. Like you've got kind of like this, I don't know. Maybe I would do like a stone font on all of it, kind of like the Hulk font, or make Greed more like gold looking, not like retro font looking. Like I would take that and then I would fill in around it in black and in the cracks black, something like that to make it look, and maybe give it like an embossed kind of look as well to make it look like brick for Tauren. And then Greed, of course. Like I get where you're going with the color, but I would definitely lean towards making it look more like gold, or putting gold elements around it, like a crown, a cross, scepter things, treasure. Sup, cowboy? You might want to check the registration of Hulk font. I'm sure it's non-commercial. That will be one of the discussions that I plan on doing too in a TikTok. Slide over TED Talk. Here comes TikTok. Oh, the value of a TED Talk in shorter form. You will have to make your own then. Did you not make your own? Well, your own font. That looked like you made that. Like, it didn't look like a standardized font. It didn't have that flow to it. Take some time with it though, you know? Spend a whole day on it, make it look good. Don't let it be boring. What? That's what I wanted. Finishing up the font here, and then, oh god. I don't know if I'll do that one, but I probably should while I'm here. I already accomplished one thing, which was to add a delay before the last character dies and when the game over screen shows up. Give you a little bit of moment to cry about it. I can't fit that there. I'm not going to worry about it. So, Cowboy Bob, for Miguel's last game jam, were you not making a game? Did you finish it? That's a long stretch of slime. Already started with ideas for the main menu. Don't quite know yet what I'm going to do with the settings screen. Let's move that. Okay. Like how that's going to look. I know what it's going to do. I have plans for that. But not how it'll visually appear. Don't be afraid to ask AI for ideas. As long as you're not like directly copying it or, using it. I don't know if anyone would complain about that. Of course, who knows this day and age. Just don't tell them that you asked and that you picked parts and stuff from the best of the ideas. Oh, I don't want this. That's what I did. Of course, I kind of already knew what I wanted. I just couldn't get the angles. So, like the reference. And for the fave icon on the website and like a condensed logo, I just want a zombie hand holding a Z. And instead of just continuously asking AI to do it and having it fail to do what I want, I'm just going to sketch out the Z that I already have and take a picture of it in my hand and rotoscope it. And I can use the same colors as the main logo that I made. Man, it kind of looks less like drippiness and more like plant life. I don't know if this will do anything. I'll figure it out. Maybe I've got to do like a roundedness like this. Like a wave. like that instead of straight lines. I kind of like those straight lines though. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to that. Yep. Different heights though. Or maybe it just doesn't need so many. Like if I just... Or I wonder if it's just these little tags that the shine that I'm putting on it. Yeah, already I think that looks better without than it was with it. Work in progress. So a good way to test your capsule art really is just to do a search for kind of like the genre or theme of your game and see all those little capsules or whatever they're called and mock one up and put it right in there as if your game was on that page in the search results and see how good it stands out. Okay, so back to the D, guys. Bum, 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 bum. Kind of went that like that. All right, so let's do this kind of the way that I would want. Yeah, less is more. Number one tip of pixel art, let up on your mouse so when you have to Control Z, you're not undoing everything you just did. I have to say that every dang day I do pixel art. take away this one. Take away this one. I like that, but let's do this. Straight up, yes. That was cool, but same. We're allowed to do that, so let's do it. Yeah, that's way better than looking like upside down grass. So I wonder if I can go like this. No. Oh. Is it here? Yeah, that'll need trimmed up as well. Oh, is that rendered? Sad. I'm gonna have to do that by hand. Then if I'm gonna do that by hand, I'm gonna go to 3. The shadow sucks. Yeah, there's gonna be some stray shadow pixels. However, I can probably get away with taking out the black. I'm gonna copy this layer style, right? And then I'm gonna, it's this one, right? Yep. So I'm gonna copy paste and get rid of all of that. And then can I do a non-contiguous? Do I have that option? I ain't doing anything. That's just additive. Use selection as boundary, no anti-aliasing. So there's not a contiguous or non-contiguous setting. Select all regions until a specific boundary color. I don't want to do that. Select regions found from the merging of layers. It's probably going to be like Alt, Shift, Control Shift, Control Alt Shift, Alt Shift. Oh wait, I at least have threshold, right? So I can, yeah, I can at least do that. And then I want to select the inverse and delete. And that deletes the black outline. And then I'll paste the layer style. And then that gives me dynamic outline. Yes, okay. Oh, did I have two of them? Let's turn everything else back on. Make sure that's not needed. I can delete it. Cool, okay. Back in business. What's going on here? Did I just delete the dang? Which one got the... Delete. Oops, paste. That screwed up. Okay. That looks like that. I right click. Fine. I go here, I copy this layer style. Then I click on this one and I paste the layer style. I don't think, oh, that's that. So let's take this and delete the game over from inside there. And now this one. Okay. Which one should go? Maybe this one should just be super short. Okay, a lot of slimes stuff. Same. Yeah, this one's way crowded in here, so let's get rid of all of those. Somewhat same with this. Yeah, that looks a lot better. And that'll be easier to maintain. I don't know about the scratches on the top. Maybe sparser. Like that here on this D. Oh. Like I don't want it to appear like it's a gradient or anything. Okay, so with this letters. Go up. I don't want to erase yet. I want to do that. There's a, instead of hitting Control Z, I'm hitting like Control X. Oh, that deletes the entire layer. Okay. Don't do that. Okay, so here. And now I'm guessing again at how deep I'm allowed to make these strips go. Okay. Forgot the, whatever I call these, scratches. More randomly spaced out, I think, looks better than uniform. Oh, I gotta remember to do the tops too. Boo. It will be all worth it. Just keep telling yourself that. Yeah, much better than the first one. Not that I absolutely hated it, but it just wasn't quite right. A few more letters to go. Watch me end up misspelling one, so I could do it all over. Oh, I'd do it all. I'd figure out how to patch it up. No regrets. Let's not do that there. Two more letters. No punctuation. I could be absolutely lazy and leave that there. Maybe like that. One letter left. Oh, and then I gotta do the tops. Which won't take long at all either. Okay. So now, eraser. like that, and then the highlight color along. Number one tip of pixel art: let go of the mouse occasionally, so when you have to undo it, you don't undo everything. Oh, down here. Just be not so robotic. See, that would take so long. I think the trick is just practice knowing what you can do to make it a little bit more random looking. All right, so let's go into Unity. Ben just randomly popping into Cowboy Bop's server. Do that without audio. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Miguel got a full-on AI generated stone thing and he's tracing it out in Blender, right? Yeah. Cool if you can pull it off. Okay, sprites. Sorry. Oh, I gotta save it as the PNG. Okay, I gave myself enough room, plenty of room. So let's get a game over, or mission failed, one of the two. Um, The scratches are still a little much. So if I leave that there, ish, well, let's not. What if I make it less sharp? Still have its peaks and whatnot, but not just barcodes. It doesn't have to have so many either. All right. Am I still on the PNG? I am. Should be doing this in the Krita file so that if I want to make any major changes, yeah, we can gouge a little bit. Yeah, that's even better. Yeah, never settle for the first rendition. And sometimes never the second. Yeah, I like it. Much better too. So I will go ahead and do that the whole way through. So two identical slopes is kind of less random, so go like that. Every mountain has its peak. Yes, sir. This looks a little too flary. That's a word. Oh, I don't want to erase. I need to do erase. It's a little better. Okay. This one's not enough. Just gouge it a little bit, maybe. Show them what you got. I missed a spot. Getting there. Oh, wrong layer. It's this one. Wrong color. It's this one. Let's go like that. I don't know what control right click does, but it looks like it's selecting a color. It's like a secondary color. Just one more pixel there. Almost sounds like Commander Keen, but I know it's not because it's an NES soundtrack. Pilot Wing 64. Draw. All right, last letter. Do I want to try and beat the level then to get a mission complete? I need to add obstacle avoidance to the zombies, which is kind of, you know what also would be cool? When a zombie goes down, instead of destroying the script, or even, yes, destroying the script, but having something else that, so that if you, there's a random chance that it's not really dead. And so as you walk by it, like it could grab your foot and your guy could be stuck. Yeah, so I also want to add a delay here. I should have done that before I did a whole run through this little map. Yeah, I'll just do another enumerator, private enumerator, and IEM delay mission complete message. And let's go fetch that little bit of code. Which is this. So here we're gonna start a coroutine called delay mission complete message. Paste this here, and we will yield return new wait 4 seconds for. Do you think I could make a run for it? Like, go here, then here, then here, without getting hurt. Oh, we're running right into their hands. Yeah, cool. So yeah, a trap zombie, one that's kind of like register itself as a zombie after it's been activated, like by a passerby. Okay, so rescue all the dudes. Mission complete. That needs to be on a layer above the user interface, or I need to hide the user interface. In both instances. So what is it called? Game over panel Windows condition, okay. I might not, well, of course I would have to, right? Pause menu. Game overlay. Okay, so I set those to false. So that will go away as once the condition is known. That's a weird glitch in a YouTube video. Where is it? Sure, I could go for some sounds. I saw that Unity has in its generational tools, AI stuff. It has sound makers, so you can tell it what you want, and it'll make it like you can have like a car revving, gun sounds. Stuff like that. Let's get over here so we can get this guy. Okay, so that went away. So you know something's happening. Oh, guess what? I think the game overlay is where the panel is. Yeah. So let's take these three, move them into this. Why did it do it twice? Oh, because I already have it. Pause menu supplies. So yeah, I need to delete them from this, and then I need to take these ones and put them here. That way the link still stays there, I believe. Good job, dude. Took care of them. Four more to go. Cool. Cool. All right. And the font looks good. The L could use a little bit of work, so could that E. Like magic. The N has like a little blob there, maybe. Let's take care of that. For a second there, kinda looked like they were different shades of green. Cool. All right. So next is just a real quick steam powered. So what I will do is I'm just going to do a search for zombie. Right. And then that is, take a screenshot of it. And what is this little thing here called? So Steam graphic sizes. Header capsule, okay, and I think that's a small capsule. Poor execution, logo not legible in small size. Good execution, clearly legible. So please provide 920 by 430. Smaller versions will be generated from this. Son, has anyone here seen your dad? Who is your dad? Open. Oh, new. Sorry. File. New. Width is 920 430. That's pretty big. So open logo, PNG. No, not that one. Yeah, I'll just use the Krita file. And that was 36 years ago, bro. He's not coming back. Oh, I took that screenshot and I didn't do anything with it. File open. Yeah, trying to burst your bubble, bro. Pictures, screenshots. This one? Yeah. Which one do I want to take over? Zombie estate. Oh, but it's a different size. That's not fair. Does the documentation say that? Please provide 462 by 174 image from that to smaller sizes. Capsules automatically generated. Somebody tagged me. Oh. Yeah, well. Is that, oh, maybe that's what they mean for that. And then small capsule means it should start out with this size, 462. I'll try that. So delete this. I'll keep that. It might not have to be that large on there though. And then, what was it? 462. Krita could do well to have like capsule art set selections here. .462 by 174. That's dang small. But better. Okay, I don't even have to resize that really. Maybe I would, just like a little bit. So what would be a good contrasting color? And then, so my thought is like a zombie eye. I'll sketch it. Black. Kind of like, got wrinkles or whatever. Patch, dark patch under the eye. And it's just clouded. And then oh, could it be looking? Like, Maybe. It could be smaller too. And that would be like this. I'll add another layer down here to do the painting. What would what would be cool is if I took that color and did like this across it. And then he could have a hand where his like, oops, a little bit smaller still. Maybe his fingertips are here. Resting on the page. So can I turn off the shadow? Is it too late for that? It's not. Cool. Oops. Control Shift copy. And then I'll get rid of this logo. Paste this one. So these will be colored in like this. Probably add more fingers, of course. This will be more up like this. Oh, I'm coloring on the wrong layers. Oh well. Go back down here to this layer. Too much. Oh, is that gray on here? So let's take that gray area. Threshold. Cool. So that's permanently there. These fingers need to be adjusted a little bit. So with a massive erasing. Okay. Actually, anything that doesn't belong here, maybe. Okay. So one finger, maybe out here, then one here, and then one here, and one here. But it's going to be more like that. Okay, and that would just go something like that, but better. Okay, so the coloring layer. Yep, and then I'm going to take this and move it all the way up here. Oh, I can't do that. It's going to be like that. I'll just have to remember. Oh, don't erase that. Can I just lock it? That's going to be something like that. And then let's get this. There's some really dark blue here. Is that black? I guess I did right here, right? Or slightly out like that. This one would be more straight on. And so would this, but not absolutely perfectly straight on. Okay, and then the other eye. This would be like a cloudy, almost blue. Oh, I did my line art in the color again. Oh well, it's fine. Needs to be bigger. Oh, that was fun. Let's take this color. No, not on the line art. Oh yeah, I forgot that that line art here was on this layer. So let's just make another layer. Can't. I can paint it. Okay, that'll work. And then a little bit brighter for, let's go back to some slightly normaler size. Okay, so this needs to be like round. I can do the round here. Where am I? Let's go back to the line art layer. And erase that. Go here, I think. Yep. And paint that in. It's a little too thick. You know what? I will not. Yeah, well. So this then goes there should be a gap. Let's see if I can create this gap without really breaking anything. Where'd the other line go? Oh. Kind of like that. So let's get rid of, whoops. In the line art, this. And then I also need to get rid of that. That's not in that layer. Where is it? Actually, instead of trying to erase, yeah. Keep erasing. And then this is erased. And go to my coloring layer and erase that. This needs to come up like that, I think, before it transitions to that knuckle. And then this will be the line for that finger, and then this one just encapsulates that. So where did that coloring go? Ugh. And my line art, so let's erase that. Okay, and now here, where it should be, is this the fingernail that I decided to break? Yep, that'll work for that one. And then there's that. Let's get the eraser back out. Oof, okay. Might have been a little too much. Okay, let's get this back down to 1 pixel. Oh, that's cool. So take from here and go off at this angle, which means now this Oops. Again, coloring on the dang outline layer again. Whatever. Please take these colors away so I can. I'm not coloring on it, I'm erasing it. Now put it back in this layer. A little bit, oops. Wrong shade, huh? I don't know why it's doing that. Could do like this for the top knuckle. Yeah, I could. Okay, so I assume this is here. Yep, okay. Let's just take this all away real quick. Get a look at what the actual shape should be. Should it be like that? Surely not. Oops. Oh, it's E. Yeah, here I'll paint under it. I think this should come out this angle just a little bit. That would mean bringing this in. Up to that point. So we'll change the fingernail a little bit. Okay, let's fix the top knuckle. It's really thick over there. I don't like it. Yeah, I think thinner looks better. Is that on this layer? Intentional. Okay. Then, of course, that doesn't fade into that one at that knuckle. And this isn't there. It goes like this. And that. Okay, that goes down in there, whatever that actually is. Let's get the eraser for these lines. I think something like, here, let's erase all of that too. Oops. Go down here. Okay, and his fingernail could be a little bit shorter. That. What layer is this on? Oh. Yay. Okay, so this is mostly darker. Actually, I feel like this should just go like here. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and go in with that. But I think this ridge. Cool. As long as they're not like sausage fingers. That was cool and all, but up here. All right, I gotta let a dog out. So, I'll be right back. I think the scale of the hands are not proportional to the size of his face. So I think the face needs to be, the head needs to be smaller. Something. Okay, well, it is now midnight, so I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for stopping by, and tomorrow's Thursday. Probably won't be on tomorrow.